All right. Can we talk about route planning on adventure races? This is one of those things that I love so much about the sport. The race directors give us as racers a ton of creativity and flexibility because most of the time we get to choose the route. In my mind, there are 4 major factors to think about when you're planning your route in an adventure race. Sometimes you'll have the night before to plan it out, prep it with the team. Sometimes the points will be released even sooner than that, and you'll maybe have 30 to 60 minutes to plan. Sometimes you're planning things on the fly as you're getting new information through the race. Number 1, and this is the most obvious, let's just say it, is distance. Usually you want to do a route that completes a circle in the shortest amount of distance. Makes a lot of sense. Number 2, this may be more because we're amateurs and not professionals, but something that comes up often in races is team needs. Someone on your team needs something, quite simply, and you as a group need to figure out how to get it for them. Sometimes it's medicine or first aid. Maybe you didn't have something in your pack. Sometimes it's a feeling of somebody saying, hey, my legs are really tired. We just did the running section. My legs are really tired. Let's paddle next instead of biking next. In the very last race I did, I have an example of this. We're really getting beat up by the hills and wanted the trekking poles that I left back at the car. Let's loop back and grab them. Yes, we went to the car accidentally because I took a wrong turn. Things like this are what you will be discussing with your teammates as you're going. The third thing is time. Having a rough idea for how long it takes you to attack these sections. A lot of adventure racing is designed so that you cannot finish the whole course unless you are elite, maybe professional type racers. So you're often forced with a lot of decisions as far as what's the maximum amount of points to get in that time frame. As you can imagine, you're adjusting your route early and often throughout the race to pick out the points that you feel would be most effective to get. The last one, the fourth one, this is probably the thing I think about first when I'm lead navigator on a team. What's the route in order to best find the point? So I'm thinking through where the point is and then what from a navigation perspective do I have that's close to that I can attack that point from? Whether that's a creek bed, a turn in the road, or an intersection on trails. Sometimes it's a high point, sometimes it's a lake. I'm looking for those things along the route so that I can best find the way to the point. And why this matters in route planning is because usually there's loops where you can attack it from multiple directions. At times, there won't be a great navigational, like let's say our options are coming from the north or coming from the south to this point. Sometimes there won't be a lot of great navigational features coming from the south. And so it makes a lot more sense to attack that point coming from the north because it's south of a big high point or something like that. I will try and orchestrate the loop so that I'm thinking through the great navigational checkpoints in order to get the real race checkpoints. That makes sense? Hey, I'm Adam. I've been doing orienteering adventure races for 20 years now, and I've learned a few things, but I'm definitely still an amateur. So if you have other thoughts, other things that you've tried in races that you think work out, drop them in the comments. Let's go.